Yard line.
She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. For a cruise for a season, drop the top of it. Bust down, but my wrist on the top a lot of. I got both my girls, head to toe, designer. Drip, little bit, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit, little bit.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Going back to Love. That's complete to the former Aggie Jay Sternberger. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
At the 33-yard.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down.
Green Bay Packers. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move it back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. Now a first down carry by Jones. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's Kahn. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On 3rd down, Love. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal? That's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Philip Dorsett on the return. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Running from the gun, Johnson. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Goff. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Goff. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods.
Goff.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th
down.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Three nothing after one on EA Sports.
Packers 3, Rams nothing.
So the Rams call on Johnny Hecker here to punt it away on 4th down. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And Jones with a 1st down carry, and he's going to wind up losing a couple as he's stopped behind the line.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36. Love this time is going to set up to throw it. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. From the gun, Love. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 38-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Love, they go play action now. The left side completion to Jones. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 16 yards, a first down.
1st and 10.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And down inside the 15 he goes. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Back at the 16-yard line.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Play fake. Here's Love. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
At the 26-yard line.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. On second down, Johnson. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
The ball carrier brought down at the 30-yard line.
Now it's gone. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their 2 drives thus far both led to points, albeit both field goals, so the lead just 6-0, but the ability to move the ball is evident.
Well, that's, heartening, as they say, but it's not what they're about. What they're about is putting the ball in the end zone and putting 6s on the board. So if you're the offensive coordinator, you like what you're doing, but you don't love it. You've got to find a way to ring that bell. Then you can have a little self-satisfied grin. Right now, a little more determination is needed.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Off the play fake, Love. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
First down, Love to pass. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
84.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. Going down the middle, and it's complete.
That's good.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. First down, going to the air with Love. Making the catch is Sternberger. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time, but it'll be 2nd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Love. He sets up the screen to Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. A third field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on third down. On third down, here's Jones. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a fourth down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. A 33-yarder from the left hash. The kick by Crosby is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
On 2nd and 7, Goff. This is brought in by Gibson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Connection made here. Goff to Higbee. That catch good for only a couple.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Goff now looking to throw. Gets this into the hands of the tight end Higbee. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A. On first down, Goff. Screen play, Johnson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
And 11 at the Packers. Packers' 26-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Gone. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
3rd down.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. They got a man. It's Woods. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 12-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Off play action. Here's Goff. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Love going to give this one to Jones. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19. Love from the gun. Oh, batted at the line and intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And it'll be 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
First down.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. To throw is Goff. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee, but now it's 3rd and goal.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They'll try to run it in. Johnson. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal. Now Goff. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Rashawn Gary, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. Now Sam Sloman is on. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they are on the board. It's now 9-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
At their own 25-yard line.
About about set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And, Charles, we've seen almost 3 full quarters now, and neither offense can really get it going. Neither has hit the end zone, and neither side seemingly can make that big play.
But the game hasn't been devoid of action because these two defenses, they've taken over and they've slugged it out. But I think you're exactly right. We're at that stage of the game now where one of these offenses, if they make a big play, that can be the difference.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. Third quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Throwing again here on 2nd down, this time complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The 5 yards on the catch there brings up 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Firing quickly out wide is Love. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards, a first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. To the air again, Love. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
It's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Love. He's got his big tight end, Gronkowski. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 36 yards on the play.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Now Jones. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Aaron Jones.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll come out in the pistol. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try and pound it in with Dillon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A.J. Dillon, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just hadn't been able to punch it in until that point. They're going to run for it with Jones. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was 1st and goal from the 2, or I should say 3rd and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run it and let your linemen surge and fire out.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time.
First down, Los Angeles.
56. Mike, 50 for 1. 56.
Now a first down throw. Gone.
And he'll find Gibson here, complete.
And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, here's Goff. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Goff.
And that'll be complete to the running back, Gibson.
Complete to
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7.
They'll keep it on the ground. Johnson. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. The Rams on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
First and goal, Rams.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Henderson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Rams are able to get back within a touchdown. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning.
9 at the 43-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
43's the mic. 43's the mic. Rabbit.
Working out of the gun. Love firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got a 1st down as he's going to be taken down, but a very nice pickup there just in front. Of the 2-minute warning.
10 at the 43-yard line.
The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle